on to this session on creating a social media strategy. On the back of every successful social media marketing effort is a well thought out social media strategy. So, how is social media strategy important for a successful social media marketing effort? One, consistency. Social media marketing strategy ensures consistent messaging across platforms, especially when the platforms have been selected and this platform has been determined to match the strategy and to match the message. A well-thought-out social media strategy will build a community and foster interaction because you'll be setting that the people or the audience will definitely engage. Then there is the brand awareness. Your strategy will increase the visibility and recognition of your brand, definitely, whether it's for your product, whether it's for an awareness campaign, or whether it's for a marketing effort. A well-thought-out social media strategy will bring you brand awareness. Then definitely you will be able to track and measure the success of your campaigns. So certainly a social media strategy is like a well-thought-out plan. Your plan to get something or get results for an optimal outcome, basically. So if you go about your media or social media marketing without any plan, it's like going in without a strategy. The ideal thing is to go in with a well-thought-out plan, how to measure your success, and so on. This comes into your social media strategy. How do you identify your target audience and how do you set these goals? So to identify your target audience, first off, I would like to make a clarification. Your target audience is the audience that you are in need of, right? Is the audience you want to communicate with. Is the audience that you know will understand your message. Is the audience you have researched. So demographic characteristics is very important. How old are your target audience? What is their age range? What is their gender? Where are they? What is their educational qualification? And what are their interests? Okay, it is very important to take note of all of these factors when creating your social media strategy, because your plan will have to identify how you are going to communicate to these people. What is their language? What interests them? And what is even the educational background, basically, so that you'll be able to communicate with them effectively. Then their values. What are their attitudes and lifestyle? Because all of these will ensure you craft a compelling messaging style. It will determine your tone. It will determine how you pass your message. So it's important to also know what their values are. For instance, if you're talking to the age range we call Gen Zs, how do they perceive information? What is their language of choice? So it's very important to put this into consideration as well. So their behavior is also very important. The behavior here we are talking about is the customer behavior. So if you want to target an audience, probably like an e-commerce store, what is your target audience online activity? What are their online activity? What is their purchasing habit? What is their social media usage? So identifying all of these will actually give you an idea into their lifestyle, right? Into what pops them, right? What keeps them excited, into the kind of social media messaging they like, into the length of your ads or the length of your post or your length of your campaigns. All of these will give you an idea of what their life is like. So it is like looking for an ideal person that matches a particular criteria. So you go ahead, set up a criteria using all of the information you've got about that ideal person. The question is, or should be, what is the characteristics of a person that will want to purchase this item? What is my business set up to do? Or what is my business set up to achieve? For whom was this business set up to help? Because we believe that every business is set to deliver value. And now the value now becomes subjective, because if you are not selling what I need or what I want, it's of no value to me, right? So you have to identify who identifies with what you have as value. So all of this is going to help you do that. So when you come up with all of these characteristics, you begin to, it is ideal now to set goals, because goals will make you have an idea of what you want to achieve. So it is recommended that you set SMART goals. Set goals that are specific. Set goals that are measurable. You have to be able to measure that metric, right? And these can be achievable over a particular time, right? So your goals must be time-bound and must be relevant to your overall marketing goal, right? Then let me give you a few examples. For instance, an example, a SMART goal will be to increase website traffic by 20% in the next 6 months. So now it is time-bound, right? It is specific, and you know it is achievable. It is relevant to your campaign because you want to achieve website traffic, and you might want to achieve organic traffic. So what goes into this now? The planning that goes into this will be that, all right, so I will write compelling content, right? I will need content that are optimized for the search engine. So I'll need to implement search engine optimization strategies, right? Then I will begin to ask myself that about measuring the outcome. Am I measuring weekly? Am I measuring twice a week to check if I am heading towards my goal of increasing website traffic by 20% in the next 6 months? So you see that this is achievable, is relevant to your overall goal. Then another example is you want to gain 1,000 new followers on Instagram within 3 months. You see, you have a time there, 3 months, right? And if you are starting today, you begin to say 3 months from today's date, right? So now you see that you will be able to follow through Instagram analytics, right? To see if you are actually getting this. So if you want to get 1,000 followers in the next 3 months, so how many followers do you need to get every month, right? So you begin to measure this, or how many followers do you expect to get every week, so that you will make sure that you are following exactly following principles that will help you achieve your results. The third will be to achieve a 5% engagement rate on Facebook posts. So you see that all of these are achievable, they are relevant to your goals, and you can measure their success rate or failure rate. So this is how you can set SMART goals for your marketing campaigns or your campaigns. So let's go into creating engaging content and selecting platforms that you can make your engaging content on. It is very important that you know what is to be posted on what platform, because if you actually implement a strategy on the wrong platform, you'll find that you not get your ideal results. So let's look at this. So we have various content types, right? And we have split them into, the first is educational. Educational content are the ones that goes on to the tutorials, right? You see tutorials on YouTube, tutorials on videos. The tutorials may cover whatever niche you pick, whether it is the hospitality niche, tailoring, crafts, and so on. It can also include the how-to guides, right? The how-to guides are quick, short tutorials that show you how to achieve certain things in different niches, right? Then infographics are educational content as well, because you can use infographics to draw a roadmap or a structure for easy remembrance. Now, infographics are very important to keep people engaged, right? To keep your audience engaged. Imagine having a long text, right, that people have to read for 2-3 minutes. And imagine you thinking of a way to actually make this into an art, right? To make it into an infographic so that people can actually easily understand it because of the colors, because of the shapes of infographics. It actually makes them more appealing for consumers to consume, right? The second is entertaining content. So you have the memes, you have videos, interactive content, and the short skits here in Nigeria, in fact, globally, the short skits, the various entertaining movies, you have music, and so on. And you have short memes like either video or pictures, right? So you see that if you want to go into any of these content, you can know exactly how and where to tag them. Now we have the inspirational content, which includes the quotes, success stories, and behind the scenes of movies or of creation, whatever creation that you may do. Then you have the promotional content type. Promotional content type may include product launch, special offers, testimonials, all to drive what? Conversion, right? So what are the platforms and how do we select these platforms? We are actually looking at the most common content platforms, right? So we have Facebook. Facebook is for a broad audience. It's great for community building. So you realize that you have lot more people on Facebook, right? More people using Facebook. And it's also very good for building a community because you have the Facebook group, you have Facebook page, Facebook profile. So you can easily build a community. And now Facebook is part of the Meta suite, which includes Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. So you can easily connect these into building a community, okay? And you even have the messenger, the Facebook Messenger. So you can connect all of these together and you see, well, you can build great communities within them. So Instagram, one of the platforms on the Meta suite, is for visual content and is ideal for lifestyle and fashion brands. So if you want to go into a fashion brand or you want to advise a fashion brand how to reach their audience easily, you understand that Instagram is there. It is good for visual content, and you know that lots of successful brands, lifestyle and fashion brands, even travel vlog use them as well. So we have Twitter. Twitter, now X, is for real-time updates and suitable for news and customer service. So you see that while it's great for real-time updates, because X is really great for following trends. If you want to be on top of trends and you want to see how trends perform, X is a great platform for you to do so. Okay. Then we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for professional networking, right? Where you have professionals who are talking about the services they render, professional training. You have people looking for jobs and so on. So LinkedIn is perfect for business-to-business marketing. So if you want, you are that kind of business, or you want to help a business promote its advantage in the market or reposition its marketing selling strategy, you can advise for business-to-business partnership. So if you want to do that, LinkedIn is the perfect place to achieve that. So then we have TikTok. So TikTok is great for short form videos, right? Great for short form videos, trendy short form videos. And you understand that, very importantly, note that TikTok is popular with the younger audiences, right? So if you want to actually, or if the young audiences are your audience of choice, you know that you can definitely get them on TikTok. Okay. Now, how do we implement a social media calendar? Okay. So the first is planning. So now, social media calendar, you can definitely use Microsoft Excel to put up your social media calendar. You can use Google Calendar, you can use Trello, right? Or dedicated social media planning tools. They do have their planning tools. So then what you need to do is to know how to schedule posts in advance. When you schedule posts in advance, it ensures consistency. For instance, let me give you an instance. If you are to make posts every Monday, you definitely need to work on the content so that if you have 4 weeks content, you know that all you need to do is to what? Is to schedule the post. When you schedule a post, the post stays hidden to your audience and gets published at the exact time and date you want it to be published, right? So when you do this, you ensure consistency. So you have to then balance different types of content to keep the audience engaged. So in platforms like Facebook, where you can either post, you can post images, you can post text, you can post infographics, you can post videos, and so on. Try as much as possible that you alternate your content if you are doing and helping a brand enhance the brand awareness. You have to alternate your content to balance the different types, okay? So that your audience will be engaged. For instance, let me give you an idea. Let's say you say Fridays are for memes, right? Or TGIF, thank God it's Friday, right? So you know that those who follow you know that, oh, I have funny memes to look at from this page every Friday. So you can do that. Then Mondays, you can say Mondays are for motivation, or Sundays are for motivation, and so on. Then you can gradually, your audience will like to understand your content planning type so that they get to see, they get to be aware, anticipate what you are to drop for them to consume. Then frequency. You have to determine what frequency is optimal for you. So, and for each platform at least that you are using, you have to determine that so that you understand that you don't go ahead and overpost or underpost, right? Say if you ask yourself, if I make one post a week, is that underposting or is that underposting? Definitely it's underposting. It's underposting because there are lots of information, lots of brands are putting information out there. Then you don't have to post once and it get lost in the pile of information that you have there. Okay. So now you also don't have to post every day because that would be over posting. So you have to find a balance that maintains audience interest. And this have to do with your audience, right? You have to really, sometimes you don't get it at once. Okay. Now I'll tell you sincerely that you don't get this at once. You begin to study your audience. Even when you have studied your audience, you say, okay, this is your audience, you have segmented your audience. You begin to learn your audience. Make sure you learn how your audience are consuming and what content resonates with them. Make sure you study them as you go and make adjustments on your post type, on your frequency, right? Now, how do you analyze performance and adjust strategies? It's very important that you analyze your performance to adjust strategy. I just said that your strategy is not set on stone. You must always ensure that you study your audience, study trends, see how they engage with trends so that you adapt your strategy to meet their needs. Now, the first key metric that we measure in social media strategy is the engagement rates. The engagement rates include likes, comments, shares, and reactions, right? So now you will want to know how many people like your post, right? You want to know how many people comment. You want to know how many people share, right? We know that sincerely, you would like for people to share your post. So how many shares do you get? And why do you get that number? Are they great? Are they less? So you have to take this into consideration because the more people share your post, the more it reaches others, right? And if likes and comments are really great for engagement, right? Because you realize that as people are commenting, you know that they really resonate with the content you are posting. They are agreeing or disagreeing, whatever the comment is, you then know how they feel. right? Okay. Then we have reach and impressions. So now impressions are the number of people who see your content, right? The number of times your content will pop up in their timeline, right? Now we have click-through rate. Click-through rates are the percentage of users that click on a link. So you might have a particular link and the click-through rate tells you, okay, this is the percentage, right, of the people that clicked on that link. So it's also very important to record that. Then we have conversion rate. Conversion rate is the percentage of users who complete a desired action. If your desired action is to buy a product, right? So the number of people who actually bought the product will be the number of people who have completed that desired action. If it's for people to register on a form, depends on what your desired action is. But the rate of people that actually completed a desired action is what we term the conversion rate. In terms of analyzing our metric is so that we are informed, or we are kept informed about our strategies, the performance of our strategies, and where we need to adapt them, right? So now, every social media tool, right? Most of the social media tools have native analytic tools. For instance, we have the Facebook Insights, we have the Twitter Analytics, we also have LinkedIn Insights, we have the Instagram Insights, and so on and so forth. So they have their built-in analytics too. So we go there and see how we performed, how many people had followed, what is the impression, what are the clicks, the number of clicks, the number of comments, and so on. So you see all of these, then you adapt your analysis. You can also use third-party tools. Examples include Hootsuite, Buffer, and Sprout Social. All of these third-party social media tools allow for integrations where you can actually integrate your many accounts, social media accounts, so that you put your analytics together